Hello there, I'm Sable the Rogue, and this is a guide on parsing and raids. So your spec will be either combat swords or daggers. They're both very strong, so pick whichever one you like. And if you can't decide, just pick the specialization you have better weapons for. For information on which items you should go for, I recommend shadowpanther.net. Just select PvE armor and see the items ranked on their agility equivalence points. Try and equip the highest ranked pieces you can acquire. You can also view weapons. Here we can see which swords are the best as main hand swords. So obviously Viscag and Brutality Blade are really good. Pre-raid, try to get a Sword of Zeal, Sacred Charge, or Crawl Blade. Oh yeah, the ones with blue and gray highlights are from later phases. Next, let's talk about raid buffs. The first 7 closest to the top right are all buffs from consumables I brought to the raid. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got Elixir of the Mongoose, Squid Food, Fire, Water, and Juju Power, which can be both farmed together in Winter Spring, the unique Blasted Lands Agility buff, Thistle Tea for each boss fight, double instant poison unless the boss is immune, then double Sharpening Stone, free action pot for Gehennas, bandage when you run out on Reg or Gen. Group structure is very important for your DPS. The ideal group for Alliance is 2 Rogues, Warrior, Feral Druid, Marks Hunter. If you're Horde, switch out the Feral Druid for a Shaman, preferably Enhancement. Battle Shout alone adds almost 65 DPS for me on my spreadsheet. Make sure the raid is buffing you with all buffs such as Might, King, Salve, and Mark. Start off by using Sinister Strike or Backstab into 1 point Slice and Dice. Once you've done this, you want to keep Slice and Dice up for the entire encounter. Build more combo points and pool your energy to refresh your Slice and Dice when there's 0 seconds left. With Slice and Dice refreshed, check to see if you have at least 1 Crusader proc, which you should, and then use Blade Flurry Adrenaline Rush together. Use Adrenaline Rush right as your energy is ticking to gain an extra tick while it's active. When you're using Adrenaline Rush, make sure you're not wasting your energy by letting it tick over 100. So you're going to have double energy regen for 15 seconds, plus you have to watch out for Relentless Strike procs when you use finishers, which is a 20% chance per combo point to restore 25 energy. The rotation for swords is 3 slice, 5 slice, 5 vis. The rotation for daggers is just 5 slice over and over. Since Thistle Tea grants 100 energy, you want to be as close to 0 as possible when using it. In this clip here, I'm only gaining 89 energy from my Thistle Tea, so I could have done better. Use add-ons to track your energy ticks and main hand swing timer. You want to use your attacks right when your main hand swing finishes, so for me that's when the white bar resets. The reason for this is because moves like Sinister Strike can proc Sword Spec, Hand of Justice, or Wind Fury, and if they do, this swing timer instantly fills up and grants an attack. So you want them to grant the extra attack when your swing timer is just starting, not almost finished. If you gain an extra attack when your swing is 95% finished, it's not really much of an advantage. The reason Golem was featured in this video is because he's a giant training dummy in raid boss form. Parsing well on other bosses mainly comes down to how your guild executes the fight, and how effectively you can use your cooldowns. An example of this would be to make sure that your Blade Flurry is hitting an extra target on fights like Lucifron and Gehennas. Notice on the graph here, where the DPS is the highest by far, it's when the Blade Flurry is cleaving the ad. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'll just show all my gear here. The gear I had in the boss fight shown was almost exactly this gear. I didn't have Bracers of the Eclipse, I had Shadowcraft, and I just won my Brutality Blade, so it didn't have Crusader on it, but otherwise it was this gear. I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for stopping by.
Goodbye.